if you all could just introduce yourself.
I'm Leah, I play drums.
I'm Kaya, I'm the singer.
I'm Emily, I play synths.
And we're
Most
Moon
importantly,
Kissed.
the name of your band is?
Moon Kissed.
Kissed is here. Loving it. All right, so I've been driving around like the last couple of days listening to your most recent album, and it's really cool. Like I love it. What are some of your like inspirations for like your music?
Very wide variety. I would say for that album specifically, our last album, I feel like it was like darker, like I guess like Radiohead, Phoenix. I'm forgetting what was on the playlist. We had like a playlist for that album.
Yeah, St. Vincent.
St. Vincent, yeah, it was a lot of that. But like kind of like darker ends of synth pop.
So is that because of like what happened with the pandemic and everything? I mean, was it that, or is it just like that's how life is?
We started the album like well before the pandemic.
Okay.
So I think the inspirations came from, just like what we were into at the time. I think we're constantly changing. So even now, the stuff that we're writing is very different from that, I'd say. But at that time, I'd say it was like darker stuff.
Very cool. Now I noticed too, like with your album, even with your live show, you incorporate like a lot of spoken word to kind of go with your music too. Like, I don't, not necessarily why do you do that, but you know, what inspired you to kind of start doing that?
I feel like we just never really liked stage banter, so it kind of came out of that, and we were just like, all right, if we can never talk on stage, like how can we make these transitions smooth and not awkward? So I think we like inserted, like at first we played with tracks, so we like would have like some like instrumental like transitions, but now that we don't, we do like a lot of spoken word more so.
So you mentioned playing with tracks. When we were talking a little bit earlier, what you do on stage, I don't know how it happens. You're a musical ninja. like that's like your title from now on when people ask you, be like, musical ninja. Because it's
musical
amazing.
ninja.
Yeah, like it's amazing like what you do.
Thank you, I appreciate that.
It's next level for sure.
Thank you. Yeah, a lot of thought went into what parts to play and everything. So I
So the
appreciate
transition from doing all that, from doing tracks and doing that live, how difficult was that?
It was a shift, but it was like a slow process. We just like started with one song, like we did like a mixture of just like certain songs that was just the three of us raw, and then it was like some with tracks, and then we slowly just like moved the tracks out and made all new arrangements of all the songs.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So you have a very strong voice, amazing voice, a great presence up there as well. So I find it, you know, as far as like the stage manager not wanting to talk, like you're really getting your message out there, and you have a great voice and like the message in your music. Like, feel free to talk. I think you should. Like, somebody should be heard for sure.
Yeah, no, definitely. I feel like I would love to. I'm very shy, I think, and also I like things to be rehearsed. Like I try to engage with audiences, but sometimes it's tough because the audience is so different every night. You never know what's gonna land, and it's just the worst when you're up there and you're like in it, and then the artist says something that just doesn't fucking land, and it's like, I wish you just played the next song.
For
so
sure.
I think I'm very aware of that, like what I want as a show goer.
Okay.
Like if someone's shy, I'd rather them not talk on stage if it makes them uncomfortable, because then it makes everyone else uncomfortable. And some nights it's like that for me. I'm just like more uncomfortable than other nights. So
I'm going to make a bold prediction here. I think as this goes along and moves along, you're going to come out of your shell and you're just going to. I'm just saying.
There was this one time when we played at Raccoon Motel, and I feel like it was the first time that like Kaya just really came out strong with like a quick, witty stage banter. It was just like, we're Moonkiss and you're Raccoon, something like simpler, and you're Raccoon Motel. And I feel like we looked at each other and we're like, Kaya's really good at that. So I'm like, it definitely can happen. But I feel you. It's like each night it's very different.
Yeah, it
For
depends
sure.
how everyone's feeling, I think.
No, it's good stuff. And what you do with the drums, you know, it's really good. It's like such a great. I love your music because it brings in, you know, that the synth poppy sounds and stuff like that, and then you have the live drums with it. That's so cool. I just love like the mix of technology and just like regular traditional instruments. It's great. So you put that all together. You have Moonkiss. We can expect some new music from you sometime soon.
Yeah.
Maybe in
Probably next
2023.
year. Yeah. Yeah, 2023 for sure. It'll be our third album.
Perfect. And if somebody wants to follow you on social media, where can they find you?
Moonkissed Music. We're on everything. Stream us anywhere. Follow us on Spotify because that's really great for DIY bands.
Right on.
Merch on our website, moonkissmusic.com.
You're on Apple Music too. I don't have Spotify.
Apple
so
Music.
I found you.
Yeah. Amazon, Pandora, Napster. We're on Napster for all you viewers out there that use Napster.
Leah still
Wow.
uses Napster.
I do still use Napster. Yeah. Bandcamp, everything. We're on everything.
I used to use Napster too, but I have to be keeping on the download because that's when
It's not
you
cool.
weren't supposed to.
Yeah, it was illegal. Yeah.
Well, thank you all so much. It was great. Moonkissed here with Jeff from Lake County's 102.3 XLC.
Thanks so
Thank
much.
you.
Thanks for having